Shalom, friends. Rabbi Bradley Shavuot Artson from the Ziegler School of Rabbinic Studies, American Jewish University. This is a bit of an unusual week. Normally we speak about the Torah portion for that week, but this week includes a Jewish festival, the festival of Shavuot, which is one of the 3 times of the year that in ancient Israel, the children of Israel would gather in Jerusalem to be able to celebrate all together as a single community. 49 days earlier, we celebrated Passover, the celebration of the liberation of the Israelite slaves from Egyptian slavery. And now we have been wandering for 49 days, purifying ourselves and readying ourselves for the ultimate gift, and that is the gift of Torah. That's what the festival of Shavuot commemorates, the time that we receive Torah when the word erupted in our midst. And I want to offer you a thought about the Torah in general and what a great gift it is and what a goad it continues to be. The first word of the Torah, Bereshit, means in the beginning. The last word in the Torah at the end of the book of Deuteronomy is Yisrael, Israel. That letter, Bereshit, Bet, and the last letter of the word Yisrael, Lamed, Lamed and Bet combine to spell heart, Lev. And that's to teach us that the Torah as a whole is a book of heart. Some people have tried to coerce it into becoming a book of abstract philosophy. Some people have tried to caricature it as a book of behaviorist rules. But neither could be farther from the truth. The Torah speaks to our heart, to that wonderful human combination of emotion and intellect that allows us to be distinctively our best. The Torah commands us that we have an obligation to care for the widow and the orphan. The Torah establishes a story of love and liberation as the template for all human becoming and teaches us that every human being is made in God's image. It's the Torah that invented the weekend and the idea that people have a right to rest, no matter what their social or economic status. That everybody has an obligation for healing and to be able to nurture each other, that we have an obligation because we sojourn on the earth, but we don't own it, to care for the earth and to give it times to rest as well. In all of these ways, the Torah continues to hold out for us the example of what real lev is, what real heart is, integrating the way we care for ourselves, for our communities, for all humanity, and for all creation. And in that regard, the Torah is a gift worth celebrating and worth reading with fresh eyes, with an open heart. So whether you're going to be observing Shavuot this week or not, my blessing for each of us is that we continue to show the openness to this surprising, shocking, precedent-breaking book that teaches us that we are not destined to be slaves to some pharaoh, that our purpose is rather to climb to a shining hill where the fires of God can blaze so brightly that holiness is manifest in your eyes and in mine and in the world at large. Let me wish everybody a very happy holiday.